I've had a really interesting term of readings at Marylhurst University, and one of my classes has introduced me to the writings of Mary Sidney, the Countess of Pembroke, and I was especially taken with her translation of the Psalms. So I'm doing a couple different academic projects relating to Mary Sidney. One is called A Commonplace Book, which is a collection of thoughts throughout the term. It deals with not just Mary Sidney's work, but also reflections and observations on other writers of this period. And also I'm doing a comparison and analysis or a close reading of Mary Sidney's translations of Psalms 139 and 140. So to supplement my work in those projects, I've decided to try to do a brief reading of Mary Sidney's translation of 139 and 140. I'm going to read two passages from both Psalms. Then I'm going to read the related passages or the corresponding passages in the King James Bible, just for comparison and contrast. So I'm going to go ahead and begin here with Psalm 139, translated by Mary Sidney, Countess of Pembroke. Do thou thy best, O secret night, in sable veil to cover me. Thy sable veil shall vainly fail. With day unmasked by night shall be. For night is day and darkness light, O Father of all lights, to thee. Each inmost peace in me is thine, while I yet in my mother dwelt. All that me clad from thee I had, thou in my frame hath strangely dealt. Needles in my praise thy works must shine, so in lie them my thoughts have felt. Thou how my back was beamwise laid, and raftering of my ribs dost know. Knowest every point of bone and joint, how to this whole the parts did grow. In brave embroidery fair arrayed, though wrought in shop both dark and low. Nay, fashionless one form I took, thy all and more beholding eye. My shapeless shape could not escape. All this with times appointed by, ere one had been, in the book of thy foresight enrolled did lie. Now King James, starting with 139:12. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins, thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee, when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Psalm 140, opening lines, from Mary Sidney. Protect me, Lord, preserve me, set me free from men that be so vile, so violent, in whose intent both force and fraud doth lurk, my bane to work, whose tongues are sharper things than adders' stings, whose rusty lips enclose a poison horde, such an aspect grows. Save I, say Lord, protect me, set me free from those that be so vile, so violent, whose thoughts are spent in thinking how they may my steps betray, how net of foul mishap may me entrap, how hid in traitor grass their cunning cord may catch me as I pass. Now, Psalm 140, King James. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like serpent, adder's poison is under their lips. From the hands of the wicked, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked, preserve me from the violent man, who have purposed to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me, and cords they have set a net by the wayside, they have set gins for me. I said to the Lord, Thou art my God, hear the voice of my supplications, O Lord. O God, the Lord, the strength of my salvation, Thou hast covered my head in the day of battle.